Hi, I'm Elio, and welcome for the Yin Yoga practice. If you're new to Yin Yoga, in Yin Yoga we hold stretching poses from 3 to 5 minutes, accessing the connective tissue in the body. And this class is suitable for all levels. And we need a bolster. If you don't have a bolster, you can use a cushion from the sofa for support in some poses. And I'm gonna link in the description down below my Spotify playlist, so it's nice to listen to a soft, nice music while having this practice. Without not much talking anymore, see you on the mat. Very gently find your way to the center of the mat, sitting on your knees. Begin to walk the hands down to the front of the mat and take the feet towards the back and lay down all the way towards the ground. Interlace both elbows together in the front, and you want to take the hands a bit towards the back. You don't want to hang them all the way forward, just a bit to find a bit of grip with the mat, and begin to release the forehead down towards the ground to crocodile pose. Adjust the head what's comfortable for you to put. You want to release the tension from the shoulders. Try to release the tension from the neck. Allow this gentle opening to happen with your head. Begin to relax down towards the ground. Begin to check in with the body. Begin with your legs. If there's any tension there, try to let go. Check in with your hip. If there's any tension there, try to release it. Let the gravity pull you down. Move up towards your core, your chest and your heart. If you feel any pressure from the side or from anything that is happening around you, try to release it and try to let it go. You can help yourself coming back to this mat, to the present moment, by focusing on your breath. You can now lift the head and switch the cross of the hand. So if you have the right hand in the front, take it to the back. And if you have the left, do the opposite side. And release the head down. So adjust the hands where it's comfortable for you. You just want to have a gentle neck stretch here. Very nice. Now you have option to rotate the head right and then lift it to center and gentle rotation towards the left. Just having a smooth opening with the neck, a gentle transition from right to left. Very nice. Now, from here, just lift up the chest very gently, and from here, you want to slide the right hand underneath the left armpit and take it as much as possible for you to go towards the left. So you're sitting your chest on top of your elbow. So check here, you can lift a bit with the chest, and to release, you want to feel the stretch happening from the outer edges of your right shoulder and also with the shoulder blade from the right side. Take the left hand forward and release the head down towards the ground. Now, you have the option here to place the head on the cushion. you can grab the cushion and place it below the head for support. Or if you feel comfortable today and flexible enough, you can release the head down towards the ground. Walk the left hand forward as much as you can. And again, try to not to put any tension here. Very nice. Try to relax your body to the pose. Even though it's a bit difficult and a bit hard, you feel a bit of tension here. You want to feel a sweet stretch, not too much tension. And if you feel that it's too tough, back up and lift the elbow a bit higher. That would be a bit less intense. Very nice. A few more breaths here. Now, we will try to take it a bit more intense. So if you're comfortable, you can stay here, or you can bend, you can lift a bit with the chest, and you take the right knee, you bend it, you take it all the way to the side, and you take it to a 90 degree. And now from here, release again. Now I'm gonna use the bolster for support. Again, releasing the right shoulder and releasing the head towards the cushion. Releasing down. Try to release the right hip down towards the ground. Breathing very gently, uncomfortably with your body, trying to connect with yourself. If it's too much with the knee, you can lower a bit the knee down. As much as you lift the knee up, it will be more intense. As less intensity would be to lower the foot down. And make sure the edge of your right foot is laying on the ground 90 degree. One more minute here. Very nice. Try to check and to feel the stretch happening with the right shoulder, and to feel the hip opening with the right leg. Try to connect a bit more with the body. Very nice. Very gently and slowly lift your chest with the left hand, and from here just rotate the right shoulder so it comes back to the place where it should be, and gently press and straighten the right foot. Now we take it towards the other side. You can slide the cushion to the side if you had it in front of you. Now we take the left hand, we place it below the chest, and we lower down. Take the right hand forward, release the head down towards the ground. If it doesn't touch the ground, you can use the support of the cushion to lift the head up. And again, place the elbow where it's comfortable and suitable for you, and also you can feel the stretch happen there. So again, as much as you can place the elbow close towards your chest and down, you would feel more the stretch with the outer side of your shoulder. And the more you take your shoulder up, the less intensity it would be to you. Try to put the left palm down towards the ground. Walk the right hand forward and release the head towards the cushion. Very nice. Again, try to feel settled here, grounded to the ground, releasing any tension from the body, and trying to let the gravity pull you down and make this stretch to happen. Very nice. One more minute. Now, you can stay here, or we can go forward. You lift the chest with the right hand for support. You bend the left knee, and you take it to the side, releasing the left foot to the edge to a 90 degree, and try to sink both hips down towards the ground. And again, slide the left shoulder below the right armpit and release the head again towards the cushion. It might be intense for you today to be in this pose. You can back away from it and take both legs straight. If it's too much, listen to your body. I try to show you which is comfortable and to show you the way you can take it, or if it's not comfortable for you today, you don't have to. Just do what's suitable for you today and what's easy for you. Keep breathing in and out of your nose, focusing on your body and your breath. Very nice. 30 seconds. Very nice. Very gently and slowly slide the left foot back. With the right hand, lift the chest up and just circle the left hand to replace the shoulder back where it should be. Take both legs straight behind you. Zip the legs. Place both forearms in front of you. And you want to have the elbows below the shoulders, and you're pressing back to a Sphinx pose. Make sure here you're releasing the chest forward, and there's a gentle press with the shoulders back, with the hands and the palms connected to the ground, and take the head straight up. You're not putting any tension to lift the head up. You're just gazing forward and straight. You have the option to close the eyes. You have 2 minutes here in Sphinx Pose. Try to feel the opening happening from your lower back. And if you have your eyes closed, imagine that you're shining your heart forward, sharing your love to the world, and feeling the connection with your hands towards the ground. Very nice. See if you can take now a bit more the shoulders back and shining the heart a bit more forward. Very nice. Now you can stay in Sphinx pose, or we can take it a bit forward by taking the hands a bit wider and pressing the hands straight to a seal pose. Now you want to have the hands straight, palms connected to the ground, and you rotate the elbows towards the inside, making sure that the hip is down towards the ground. Now here you're using a bit of a power or energy to lift the chest up, but we won't stay long here. And you can always have the option to release down to Sphinx Pose. So do what's suitable for you. I'm giving option for everyone. Very nice. Gently release down towards the ground. Release the right ear down towards the floor. Just take a few gentle breaths here. Releasing the tension from the spine. It was an intense opening for the back opening. Lift the head. Release the left ear now towards the ground. Very nice. Now you want to take the right hand straight next to you towards the ground, palms facing towards the floor like a T, and place the left hand below the shoulder. And from here, you're gonna begin to rotate and to take the left foot back. So bend the left knee and press with the left shoulder to open up. And you can release the head down towards the ground. Now we're stretching the inner side of the shoulder. We did the outer side. Now we take it from inside and we're stretching the chest too. And we're rotating with the hip. You see the rotation here. You open up the spine. So try to take your awareness and your focus towards where the opening is happening. And try to feel it and to connect with it. A few more breaths here. In Yin, we hold the poses almost up to 5 minutes to allow this opening to happen with the connective tissues. After 3 minutes, it becomes to open, and very gently and slowly rotate back towards the center of the mat. We want to take it towards the other side, so take the left hand now next to the mat, place the right hand below the right shoulder, and begin to rotate the hip, bend the right knee, and place the hand with the right hand pressing the right shoulder back. A gentle press, not too much, and you can also release it down. You don't need to have any tension there. Try to have the right knee back, so you don't want to have the right knee laying down. As much as comfortable. It's not about perfection, it's about feeling the stretch happening and using the benefit of the stretch. Try to connect a bit more with the body. Feel the stretch happening now from the left shoulder and your chest, and with the rotation with the hip. One more minute here. That's the good and hard thing about Yin Yoga. The silence where you will sit still in the pose. You'll feel the pain happening with the stretch, but you have to still sitting in it. Very gently go back to center. Place both hands now below the chest. Press your way up to a table top. Now from here, we will do from some cats and cows. So place the knees below the hip, hands below the shoulders. On your inhale, lower the belly, lift the head up. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, cat pose. Inhale, drop to cow pose, lift the head up. And exhale, round the spine. Inhale, to drop the belly, lift the head up. And exhale, to round the spine. Last one. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the head up. And exhale, round the spine. Very nice. Now from here, take the hands a bit towards the left side of the mat and step the right foot to the outside of your right hand to a lizard pose. Now from here, you can get the bolster to be close to you. You can stay here on your hands, or you can lower down to your forearm if you have the accessibility. And you can use the bolster also to lower down for support. And what you need to have here, you feel the stretch happening with the opening of the hip here. So release down and release the tension from the body. Very nice. Try to breathe in all the way towards your hip. On your exhale, try to find a bit more space there. As I was saying, in Yin Yoga, we tend to hold these poses, and the stretches that's happening is a bit intense for us. Not too much, but a bit. We don't want to force ourselves to a hard poses. But the good part of Yin Yoga that everything that you've been holding on with your mind, it releases it out, because your body now has to compensate with the stretch that it's happening, and the mind cannot be controlled at this moment. You want to release it. You don't have to control the mind. You have to release the tension that you've been holding there. So whenever you release this tension from grabbing the thoughts that you're holding, you will see that you will have benefit after this Yin Yoga practice. Your mind would be free from stress and tension. Very nice. Now from here, you will have option to take the hands towards the side. And you can press a bit back with the hip, just taking a bit forward. And also you can take the bolster to the side and release the forearm too. Very nice. Now, very gently and slowly walk the hands back to center. And from here, you want to begin to straighten the right leg to a supported half split pose. So you can place the right hand to the outside of your right foot or on the inside. Do what's comfortable for you today. And begin to just take the right leg forward to see how much you can open with the leg. to a supported split pose. Keep the back straight as much as possible and release down, feeling the stretch happening here with the right hamstring. Very nice. If you have the option to open all the way to a split pose, take it, and you can also fold forward towards your leg. I don't have this flexibility, but I'm working on it. Very nice. Few more breaths here, and split pose. And I'm in half split pose. If you are in split pose, take a few breaths here. Very nice. Place both hands to the inside of the mat, and you want to find your way to the center of the mat, sitting your hip down here, and begin to open the legs to a straddle split. Now, if you're not comfortable with this, you cannot fold forward, you want a bit more accessibility, you can sit on the bolster. This would help more with the inclination of the back. So I would recommend you, if you're like me, not that much flexible with straddle split, you can place something below the hip, a bolster or a cushion for support, and just try to walk the hands forward, releasing the back down and letting the tension all the way to go forward. And try to keep the legs straight. You don't want to have them either going forward or outward. Adjust yourself for the perfect position. Try to connect with the stretch, feel the stretch happening, and to connect with your body. Let every exhale to pull you down towards the ground, feeling the connection a bit more with the ground. On your inhale, to lengthen a bit, to lift, gentle lift with the chest. And you can, after a few more breaths, to walk the hands a bit forward and to release down. If you're not flexible, if you're flexible and you're touching the ground, you can walk the hands all the way forward and release chest and face down towards the ground. Very nice. Few more breaths here. Before we move towards the other side, do lizard pose on the left leg. 30 seconds. And very gently begin to lift the chest all the way up. Close the feet together in front of you. Bend the knees and find your way again to tabletop. Walk the hands a bit towards the right. Step the left foot forward on the outside of your left hand. And gently begin to check here where is comfortable for the right knee to be in. You can stay here on your palms, or you can begin to gently to lower to your forearms. And you can also use the bolster for support. I would use it here. And gently try to lower your hip forward, releasing the tension there, and let the opening to happen too. Again, if your mind is shifting or your mind is dragging you to thoughts, just try to connect again to the breath. Try to feel stretch happening there. And again, if it's too much for you, you can back up a bit, like take the hip a bit back, then it's a bit less intense for you. Check here with your body. Do what makes you feel comfortable. But also you want to feel the stretch happen. Very nice. Now you have the option to take the hands towards the side, walk them towards the side, and you press the hip a bit back. And also you have the option to release to your forearms without the cushion or with the cushion. I would like to have a bit of support here. Very nice. Very gently and slowly begin to walk the hands back to center and begin to straighten the front leg to a supported half split pose. So check here with the front leg how much you need to have it open, and release the chest down towards the ground, trying to have the back straight as much as possible. You can place the left hand to the outside of your left leg or towards the inside. Do what's comfortable for you. Most importantly, you want to feel the stretch happening from the left hamstring. If you have the opening to go all the way to split pose, take it. Again, try to be connected to your breath. See on each exhale if you can walk, or just trying to take the foot a bit forward, taking the stretch a bit more. Very nice. One more minute here. Gently walk the leg back here towards the knees, sit the hip low, and take the feet forward. From here, take the feet forward, just a micro bend here on the knees, and just gentle sway from side to side, allowing the hip to be placed back and letting the connective tissue to be relaxed and comfortable. there were intense of a stretch that we did now. Take the knees in towards you, hug the knees in, and just release the forehead down towards the head. Take a few breaths here, gentle cuddle to yourself. You always deserve a self-love. Don't be shy to give this to yourself. Now very gently walk the feet forward. And from here, we're gonna fold forward towards the legs. If you're not feeling comfortable with the stretch with the hamstring, you can bend the knees and you can place the bolster below the knees and just fold here for a few breaths. And if you have the opening and you feel yourself comfortable by laying forward, take it. Try to release the tension from your neck and allow the space to happen with your back. In Yin Yoga, this pose called caterpillar, and in Vinyasa we call it just forward fold. Check here on each exhale if you can take the hands a bit forward, releasing down. Now if you have the reach towards the leg, you don't want to have too much tension on the back. If you have and it's easy for you, take it. If it's too much, just stay here laying the hands down towards the ground. Few more breaths. Very nice. Release the hands if you have them tucked to the feet, and just begin to walk the hands back towards the back, releasing down towards your forearms, and place the hands behind your hip and close both elbows together as much as possible. Lift the chest up, release the head down to a fish pose. So we're doing the counter pose of forward fold. Close the eyes if you have them open. And if it's not comfortable for you to have closed eyes, that's fine. Just try to be connected to your body. Make sure you're lifting the chest, a gentle lift with the chest up, shining the heart towards the ceiling or the sky, and releasing tension from the neck. Make sure there's no tension there, allowing the throat to have the stretch too there. Really nice. Begin to lift the head very gently and slowly, and you release back down towards your spine. Now from here, walk the body almost to the middle of the mat, and you want to lift the legs all the way back. Lift them up and then release them back.
To Halasana, plow pose. You can release the hands down towards the ground, or if you have the bind behind the back, take it. I don't have this access point with my hand. If it's too much for you, back away from this pose. It's a bit intense for the neck. You can have the legs straight if you can. And if you don't have straight legs, you can't do it. It's too much for you. Just release them down to a bent knee, which is totally fine. You're benefiting here from stretch, and you're healing the spine here too, and plow pose. Try to breathe comfortably in and out of the nose. Very nice. Few more breaths. And gently and slowly roll back
towards the ground. Hug the knees in and just sway gently from side to side. Release the left foot down towards the ground. Place the right foot on top to a supine pigeon pose. Now, you can stay here if it's this comfortable for you, or you can grab your hamstring if you have the accessibility there, or you go all the way towards the chin and just release the tension. Make sure there's no tension or you're lifting the head. You're just having a bit of tension with the fingers to lock the hands together. Again, close the eyes. You don't have to be afraid of the pose. Try to let go. When you let go, opening will come to you and comfort, and you'll find ease. There's nothing worth holding on to. A few more breaths. And gentle release. Release down the left foot down towards the ground and cross the right foot on top of the left knee. And now from here, you want to rotate and you want to release towards the left side of the mat. You can place the left hand on top of the right knee. Take the right hand straight next to you and look towards the right, twisting the spine. Again, try to release all tension there. Try to calm down and to let go. Few more breaths here. Very gently and slowly begin to lift both knees up and release the cross of the leg. Place the left foot now on top of the right knee and gentle press here to take the knees away from you. Again, if you feel the stretch here with half pigeon pose on your spine, stay here. If you like, you can take it a bit forward, grabbing the hamstring or grabbing the chin from the right leg. And make sure both shoulders are laying down on the ground and you're not lifting the head or putting any tension there. You might notice in each side of the body is different. This side I'm not flexible enough like my right side, which is fine. That's normal. That's the nature of us. Everything might be different. Very nice. Take a few more breaths here. And gentle release the right foot down. Cross the left foot on top of the right foot. And you want to release both knees towards the right. Take the left hand straight next to you, and you can place the right hand on top of the left knee, just twisting the spine a bit more there. You're just laying the weight of the hand, you're not pressing much. Again, you can always close the eyes in Yin Yoga whenever we're making a pose, because we're staying for a long period of time in each pose. And I like Yin Yoga that the stillness and the quietness that we stay in, and the connection that we do with the body, it's really amazing. I was one of these students who were afraid of doing Yin Yoga, even though I didn't admit it, but now I say it loud, because I was afraid to let go. I was afraid to let go of the thoughts that I've been holding. Try to release everything out. A few more breaths here. Very nice. Begin to lift both knees towards center. Grab the feet from the outer edges to happy baby pose. So in happy baby pose, you do whatever you feel like doing today. You might sway from side to side. You might rock back and forth. You might scream, you might shout. Just try to release everything here before we go to Shavasana. I like to sway gently from side to side. You can also grab the toes and open the feet wide. Whenever you're ready, begin to take the feet to the outer edges of the mat. Begin to release the hands wide next to the mat. Let the feet to be wide. Adjust your body and make sure all your spine and neck is comfortable towards the mat. Take the time that you need to feel comfortable here in Shavasana. When you get there, begin to relax your toes. Begin to relax your feet. Sending your awareness to your knees to be comfortable and relaxed. Check with your hamstring and your quadriceps if it's comfortable. If you feel any tension there, send awareness there. Let them feel comfortable and relaxed. Send your awareness to your pelvic, feeling the energy there. If there's any tension, try to release it. Check in with your heart. Check if it's warm and comfortable, sending love and gratitude to yourself. Make sure the fingers are laying down comfortable to the ground. There's no tension there. Your shoulders are comfortable, melting down to the ground. Check with your facial muscles. If there's any tension there, just try to release it. Enjoying the moment here in Shavasana. Very nice. You have the option to stay here in Shavasana. You can pause the video. And if you like, you can begin gently to rock the head from side to side. Circle the feet, opening and closing the palms. It's like you just wake up from a deep sleep. Stretching the hands all the way up on top of your head. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, find your way to rotate to your favorite side. Using one hand for the support of the head and one hand to lay down towards the ground. You can have the eyes closed by the end of the class. Gently press your way up to a seated position. You might be cross-legged or sitting on your knees. Do what's comfortable for you. Whenever you get there, place both hands towards your heart, and you can send gratitude for yourself and for the practice and for the connection that you had. I would send you love from my heart to you, and I hope you enjoyed the class. Namaste.